experienced something with pain today, and I realized that when you like suppress your emotions or suppress certain thoughts that you don't know what to do with, like certain anger, fear, anxiety, maybe like rage against somebody, or just feelings that you have towards somebody that you don't know what to do with because that person is just so aggravating and you don't have the tools to deal with it, or you do, but you don't feel like using them. And I realized that a lot of the pain that we store in our bodies, it becomes this like tension that everything else is revolving around, and we can't figure out how to loosen it because it's not connected to our center where we think it is. And we're like unwilling to face that authentic part of ourselves in our spirit where we can like release it. And I realized my whole body was contorting and revolving around the pain itself. It was almost like there was an idea that I stored in my body, and my whole body was revolving around that lie that I was believing, and it was being stored in a certain part of my body. And then I realized that the truth is the exact opposite. It's like connected, and it makes sense, and you can find its center because you're in your center. You're believing the truth, and you can release tension when you're in that state of mind so easily because you're actually revolving around the truth. You're revolving around your true, authentic, spiritual self that knows the truth and that is flowing and connected and free. And I realized that those ideas that we shove away to the side, that we contort around, they're like disconnected from who we are, and they are like decompartmentalized. You know what I mean? It's like there's an idea over there and another one over here hurting us over there and another one over there, and they're all kind of like holding each other together but not really connected because they're like made out of disconnection. I don't know, it was just really cool to think about it that way. And I realized that when we think about things according to truth, it's not selfish, and it's not these pockets of selfishness that our whole body is like revolving around. You know what I mean? That's actually hurting us. It really is painful. Instead, it's being centered, and what the Bible even calls walking uprightly. It's like, I know that we're not supposed to think so much about the physical idea of walking upright, but think about it. When you walk in wisdom and truth, you're not like contorted. Your spine is aligned and you are walking straight up and down. You're walking uprightly. It's like a healed way of walking, and you're connected in your body, and your nerves and things like work. When you have all this tension and stuff, it like pulls your body in different directions out of whack and then hardens because it's like tense and tight around those spaces, and it makes your body actually dysfunctional and harder to use and work, and it makes it painful, and your nerves start getting like pinched, and it's a real physiological effect based on the things you're believing. So either you're going to be centered on truth and all your limbs and body is going to be revolving around that truth, or you're going to be shoving away lies into different parts of your body that your body is trying to contort to revolve around. And it's impossible to release when you're revolving around that those pockets of selfishness. So the way we address this is we sit still. Just be still with God until you can face those things, what they truly are, and receive the truth of how to release them through what we call repentance, which is really just the word metanoia, which means to change your mind, which it also says in the Bible, be renewed in the spirit of your mind, or be renewed by transforming your mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So there's many different verses that say the same thing in different ways. But that's it. Be transformed by renewing your actual mind with truth. Sanctify them with your truth. Your word is truth. You know what I mean? You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And then he said that they may know you, the only true God, and his Son whom you have sent. And then Paul said that I may know him and the power of his resurrection. So these things are all connected. And then your body gets resurrected, right? And that's what it says in Romans 2. It says, if the Spirit of God dwell in you, the Spirit of him that raised up Jesus Christ from the dead dwell in you, he will also quicken, bring to life your mortal bodies by his Spirit that dwells in you. So that's the body you're holding right now. It's going to quicken it and bring it to life and release and give you a peace that passes understanding, right? My peace I leave with you, not as the world gives, give I unto you. And then he says, fear not, I have overcome the world. Then later on it says, you have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So go with that.